It's 97 out of Beat DF Does Hip Hop Station. We in the building with Ginette Claudette, who wants to tell us a little bit about herself. She's in the building. Hi.
Hey, representing New York in the building. Dallas for the first time.
Washington Heights, right?
Yeah, Washington Heights.
Ooh,
born and raised Dominicana.
Yeah, I was going to say, you grew up with a lot of reggaeton artists that are from there.
Yeah, we're all from there.
Yeah, you know a lot of them?
No. I'm just saying all Dominicans, if we're from New York,
every time,
we're from Washington Heights.
A lot of popular reggaeton songs are like Washington Heights.
Yeah. No, born and raised. My parents are Dominican. My mother was a Latin pop star in the 80s, so I've been doing music forever and been putting music out. We're about to put out a record in 8 days called True, so I'm super excited. I'm just getting out here and sharing, spreading the word.
Wow.
Yeah.
So being Dominican, I got to ask one of my first questions because we've heard Cardi B spit in Spanish. Is that also the case for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fluent, yeah.
100%?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
My mommy would be so upset if I didn't represent.
That's awesome. So speaking of Cardi B, have you had a chance to rub shoulders with her at all?
I have never met her, but God, that would be so dope. I mean, she's incredible. You can't not love her.
Yeah.
She's
it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, you're from New York, born and raised?
Born and raised, yeah.
And you started music early, right?
Yeah.
In your career or in your life, really.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started.
Just school, talent shows, anywhere I could sing, I was there. When I got out of high school, I begged my mom to give me a year before college to try to pursue something in music, and she gave me some time. It took 2 years, but I signed a deal to Motown in 2010, so I was there for a little while. That situation didn't work out. I did the indie thing for a while, put out some indie projects, continued to release music, and now I'm over at Sony. So it's been like a journey to get to this point, and that's why I'm super excited to be here because it's been a grind.
Yeah, and people that think like overnight success, that doesn't happen. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success.
Yeah, I'm about to hit that mark. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the work, and if you're passionate about it and something that you love, then
you just keep at it.
You keep at it.
Yeah.
And I always preach to be in love with the journey because I mean, if you focus on that final like end point, you're gonna miss all those little moments. And like right now, I'm having so much of those moments where I'm like, wow, I can remember when I was like, I can't wait to do a radio promo run, and now I'm doing something like that. So I'm definitely taking the time to appreciate these little moments, and I can only be so excited for what's to come.
And learning from like your past, not necessarily mistakes. I mean, yeah, you could say there's been mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. I had to learn. I had to really like take time and develop myself as an artist. That's another thing that I've been talking about recently is that artist development is like a dying breed. Like it doesn't even happen anymore. You go 0 to 100 or whatever, something goes viral, and then that's that. But I mean, I've taken time to really learn my artistry and learn who I am as an artist. Especially like for example in those Motown days, I was young, impressionable. I was doing all kinds of different music, and looking back on that now, I'm like, man, I'm happy that none of that music even saw the light of day because I'm so secure in where I'm at right now that the timing feels right.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's so great. Yeah, because now you just throw something up on SoundCloud, and all of a sudden, people are trying to sign you. It's crazy. But you came from the real hustle.
Yeah, and like for me, it's a forever thing. I'm trying to be here forever. I'm not trying to be here for 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so what is like your next goal, I guess, in your career?
Really just to get this music out there. I've been working on this particular project for about 1.5 years, 2 years now. I was releasing indie music for a while, and then I just took a step back from that because as a songwriter and as just an artist, it's heartbreaking when you put so much into music and then you put it out there and it doesn't blow up or whatever you expect to happen when you're on your indie grind. So I was like, I'm going to take the time to really like work on this, and now we're really strategically putting the music out, but now it's all done, and so now I just want to get it out, and really I just want to get on the road and perform. That's my favorite thing to do. I just want to go sing for the people. Yeah.
But with that also comes rules that you probably weren't expecting, things that you probably couldn't do anymore that you were so used to doing. Is any of that happening now? Or?
I have so much creative freedom, like where I'm at. Like Sony has been so great, so I haven't like hit that wall where I'm like they've been so like supportive and backing me up with everything that I want to do on this project. So, I mean, it's good. It's good.
That's great. What instruments? Do you play any?
I play guitar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a big old guitar tatted on my right shoulder.
Word?
You can't see it, but yeah.
How good would you say you're at playing guitar?
I'm good. I've been playing for a while. I mean, it started when I was probably like around like 11 or 12. I wanted to to write songs. And I didn't have any beats because where the heck am I going to get a beat at 11, 12 years old? And I got bored of doing covers and singing covers. So I was just like, I'm going to teach myself how to play guitar. And so I just started. There was a church across the street from my apartment, and I would go there on Saturday mornings like a little nerd and just spend my Saturdays in church begging the church director to teach me chords so that I could learn.
Wow. Yeah. So you can go unplugged at any moment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's in the car.
Yeah. So if the power goes out, well, yeah.
I got
power
you.
goes out, you're like, hey, just bring me my acoustic.
Absolutely.
You
ever seen that SNL skit that Ariana Grande did where they did something similar to that? The power went out, and then they just had her impersonate every second because she's so good at that.
Yeah. It was like something to do with Apple, I think, right? But yeah, she did a good job.
She killed it.
Oh my God. So she just got engaged.
Is that true?
Yeah, she got engaged to the guy from SNL, Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I thought that was a rumor, but wow, good for her.
Yeah, he bought her like $100,000 rock, man.
Dang, you put a ring on it.
They boot up, baby. They boot up.
Nice.
So let's talk about you and your romantic life, if there is one. Is there a husband or a boyfriend?
There's a boyfriend. It's been a steady, long relationship, maybe 6 years now. Probably, just a little 6 years. And we work together very closely. He's a songwriter as well. So, like, the understanding is just there, the ups and the downs of, like, what it takes to try to make it in this industry. So I have him there to support me every step of the way. So it's good.
Him being from the same world, he understands, he supports.
Yeah, 100%. He get it.
Look, you just glowed.
He gets it and he get it.
Right now. You glowed up when I was talking about him. Wow.
Yeah, he's a good one.
And he in New York too, I guess, right?
No, Canadian, Toronto.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're doing the long distance thing?
No, we are both living in LA right now. Just about a year, a little under a year. Yeah, I just moved. I'm trying to adjust because East Coast and West is so different.
So different. Yeah. Even how many times you been down here?
This is my first time.
Word?
Yeah.
Is Dallas your first city in Texas?
No, we were in Houston yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Second city then. Okay.
No, third because we were in San Antonio. Fourth, Corpus Christi.
You were in Austin. Oh.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, but this is my first time in Dallas, so I'm excited.
We're very friendly folk down here, if you haven't realized
Seems
that.
like it, yeah.
A lot of food choices, a lot of Tex-Mex, if you haven't.
Oh, my God, I've been having Mexican every other day because it's just good out here. Oh, my God.
Is, yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, if you don't watch it, you really
I know. You can lose it here, huh?
Blowed up.
You can lose touch.
But I hope you have a great time down here in Dallas.
Thank
I'm sure you will, and we'll hope to see you back. But let's talk about this record first that you've introduced us to. Tell us a little bit about that. So
the record is called True, and I did it with an amazing songwriter and good friend of mine, Rico Love. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
He's so talented, my God. Him and I have been working since I was on Motown. I did a lot of the bulk of that project with him, and so I always kept in contact with him. And even when I was doing my indie projects, I would call him up like, yo, let's work. Always been so supportive. We collabed on a record just on some artist stuff together. And so when this project rolled around, I was like, yo, Rico, I need you. Like, I love that man's pen. He is so incredible, and he knows how to take a story and just elevate it. So I called him up and I was like, I'm coming to Miami. Like, what's up? We got to work on a record. And so I went there, and when I tell you, like, 30 seconds into the session, I was like, this is my single. This is my single 1000%. Because, like, oh my God, I just knew it. I had that gut feeling, and you got to go with that.
You have to go with that. Yeah. And if you think too much about it, you're going to start questioning.
Yeah, no,
like,
I knew. And so from that moment, and that was maybe end of February of last year, from that moment, I have been like planning this moment. So look how, so you can get a gist of how long, like, planning this. Yeah.
Okay. And so, like, the project, the whole project, when is that going to be?
So True will drop in on the 22nd, and then an EP at the end of the summer, and then I'm trying to drop a full-length album maybe by the end of the year or the fall maybe. Okay. It's ready to go, so I'm just like, I just want to, like, get the music out now.
I know you do. Yeah. But I guess everything in moderation, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta peel the layers back. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm letting people get to know me, get to know where I'm from. I took, like I told you, that time to kind of just step back from doing the indie thing, and so this is like a reintroduction, and this is like a whole new game right now.
How often do you get to get back to New York?
Oh, well, I'll be there next week, so I'm excited. I go back home like once a month. I can't do it. Like, I'm in
Very
LA.
Close to family, mom.
Yeah,
everybody.
my mom, my brother, my sister, they're all out there. And in LA, like, it's always like work. So 3 weeks is like my max. And then I'm like, yo, I gotta go to New York. Yeah. I have to go home. I have to, like, eat my mom's sancocho. I have to, like, hang out with my family, and then I come back.
Wow. You got a very, very positive energy. Like, just
Thank you.
Seeing you and being around you, I just want to smile this whole time.
Thank you so much.
But, this journey hasn't come without heartbreak and torment.
Absolutely,
just reading up on you a little bit, I know that you've been through some things with some of your family members.
Yeah.
For you to, take that and use it to
absolutely
to get you, to help you with what you got going on now.
Gotta do it. Can't let the world. I always say, like, you can't let the world like jade you. Like, I don't believe in like being like so down. Like, you can sit in that moment, but you can't live in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And as far as like my sister goes, she was a singer too. Like, we sung together, so that like I carry that. Yeah. I carry that with me, and I make sure that I move forward and do all the things that she couldn't do, because I know she's looking down on me,
right.
like
so proud,
my baby girl.
Orgullosa, ¿verdad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate your time. Ginette Claudette, for more information, you got to throw out your socials out there, man, so people can stay up on what you got going on.
You guys can follow me on everything under Ginette Claudette, GINETTE CLAUDETTE. That's on everything.
Y otra vez en español, por favor.
You know what? G is like the only letter I don't know how to say in Spanish.
G?
G.
Oh, wait,
GINETTCLAUETTE. Except for G. G is the only one. How do you know how to
keep
say
it G? Hey?
It's hey, right?
Yeah,
okay,
hey,
that's the only one I always get confused. Hey.
Oh, good. You got it, though. Congratulations on everything so far.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Next time you're in a Triple D, you need to stop by and, kick it with us again, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ginette Claudette, everybody. 37 on the beat, baby.